So there's only one more episode left of the season of Durarara, and then it's going to go on its break, and then we'll have to wait for the next season to start up. And this makes me question, how in the hell is this season supposed to conclude all the plot threads that are going on in this episode with just one more episode left? Because there's so much going on. Like, many characters right now are having their own individual issues throughout this entire arc, that it leaves the question to where, can they really wrap this all up in one episode, or is it going to be carried over into the next season? Because we do know there's going to be another season, but if we get a cliffhanger, oh, I can already see the cliffhanger being very bad. I've yet to see Roku today, and I know for a fact I'm probably going to expect a cliffhanger from that as well. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not prepared for another Durarara cliffhanger, because I loved the last season we had. The cliffhanger was kind of a bitch, and then we finally got this season back, and we're probably going to have a worse cliffhanger than we had last time, so this is probably going to get a little bit upsetting because of the way next week's episode is going to end. But for now, though, talking about this episode, Durarara is really kicking up with intensity and the pacing, and it's just definitely crushing my back with the themes and the feels and the different things going on throughout the episode, especially getting to see what happened to Shizuo, what happened to Dota-chin, what Walker was doing, what's happening with Broken Mikado, and then also other different events going on throughout the entire episode. There's just so much going on that I am just falling in love with this series, and this is exactly why I love Durarara in the first place, because you have so many things going on at once, and you're just really trying to piece together the entire story of the events that's going on, and that's kind of how this episode is, and I cannot wait to see the explosive finale next week when we get the final episode of Durarara. So, one thing I want to first get into is the Izaya part at the end of the episode. Izaya is on his chat board once again, he's just, chatting, and we come to find out someone is betraying themselves as Izaya and acting like him on this chat room, and he comes in and says, like, oh, you need to just, drop this face and all that, I'm the real Izaya, that's kind of what he's saying, and he's like, why would this person say meow? Of all things, meow? I wouldn't say that. And that right there is just fucking hilarious. Izaya wasn't even worried about someone using his name, he was more worried about someone just saying meow. Izaya, just like, I think you have more things to worry about than just someone saying meow in a chat room. And then you have it to where Akabayashi at the end, he walks up to where Mikado and Oba is, and he's like, hey, let me join in on your conversation, and we know for a fact this is probably going to lead into some brutal shit probably next week, and then Celti joining dollars and becoming one of the main symbols of the dollars. Just so much going on, it's just so freaking fun. Ugh, such a great way to start a Saturday. Just start Durarara, and you get those emotions, the tension, with so many things going down, you're like, oh my god, like the broken Mikado, oh, that was so good, oh my god. Okay, so a bunch of Chibits for a long time now have been telling me to pay attention to Mikado's character because he's going through some changes. Like, his character is changing slowly from the way he used to be, and I have noticed these changes the way he's been acting since the last season, but seeing him in this, like, showing his broken sound when he's becoming, like, all super webmaster, and he was just removing and cleaning up the Dollar's forms, it was just crazy. And then also seeing how he was reacting and what he said with his dialogue, just broken Mikado is pretty fucking creepy, but badass, and I'm liking his character, and I cannot wait to see exactly where that entire development is going to lead towards in the future, probably next season. Nami, she's in some trouble. Seiji's sister is in trouble, about to be kidnapped, in a sense, and Seiji is most likely going to get hurt as well, and get abused, probably tortured, just to make it to where his sister talks and works with them. So yeah, we also have an issue going along with that. So much, like, this is once again leading back to my main point I want to talk about. How can all this, so much going down right now, be settled in just one episode without leaving us on a horrible cliffhanger that's just going to fucking slap us, just really just nail us to the floor? And I sense something like that happening. Now, of course, I'm fine with a cliffhanger with Durarara, because I know there's going to be another season very soon, so I have no problem with actually waiting a couple months for another episode, even though it sucks, and I'm going to be probably a little bit pissed just because the cliffhanger is like, I'm going to be happy just to know that there is another season coming out. So yeah, I mean, Durarara this week. To put it in perspective, Walker, don't mess with him. If you mess with his boys, Walker's going to fucking burn your ass. Like, damn. He was pissed. Like, he just walks in there, and he's like, I want to burn you bitches. Like, he didn't say that, but I mean, he might as well say that. Like, I want to burn you bitches. You run over my friend. If I find out, I'm burning you all. So that right there, well done, Durarara. Well done, Walker. Like, my God, man, he is scary. Like, this is why you never trust, otakus. Like, sometimes otakus can go overboard for their friends. I'm like, yo, damn. Okay, so tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.